Hello and welcome to My Own Worst Enemy unboxing time again. And this time it is Fire in the Lake, Insurgency in Vietnam, game design by Mark Herman and Volko Renke. So you know this has got to be a good game just on the designers alone. But this is a coin series game. I'm not a huge coin series guy. I have one other game. I think it's Liberty or Death. So I'm not really, I'm not saying it's a bad system. I'm just saying it's not. I know a lot of people are really into the coin series, like really into the coin series, as in owning every game in the series and just really, really touting the greatness of it. And it's okay, and I'm not going to say it's a bad game design. I wouldn't have bought this if I had thought that. Now, I did get this on sale, the GMT holiday sale. This is one of the, I think it was the 50% off things. And I always wanted to own a copy of this because of the praise that it does get. And I did go ahead and spring for the card-based non-player update. So there is a solitaire system in the game. This, I believe, I guess if I understand this correctly, this updates what's in the box to make it a little more, what's the word? I would better maybe, I don't know. So let's take a look here real quick and see what we get. Of course, the solitaire suitability is going to be extremely high. Complexity of 5. I don't put much thought, or I don't know. I need to do we need to do a live chat about ratings on the backs of boxes. But we need to talk about game complexity ratings and solitaire suitability ratings. I think they're kind of wacky the way they come up with those things. Anyway, what is in this box? We're going to get one 22 by 34 inch mounted map, 248 wooden pieces, many of which are embossed. So hopefully there won't be any stickering of these things. 120 playing cards, one full color counter sheet, rules book, playbook, 9 player age sheets. 9 player age sheets? Yeah, I was thinking 9 players, but that didn't make sense. So just 9 player age sheets. 3 D6s, 1 to 2 years per campaign between coups, and 1 to 4 players, full solitaire system. So let's open this thing up and take a look. And I will just kind of put this off to the side. I really like the cover of this. That is very good cover art, very evocative of the Vietnam War. So what's on top of Playbook? The Coin Series game playbook. So they're in here. There is a tutorial, which is always appreciated. A guide for Coin Series players, faction interactions, non-player examples of play. Awesome. Event text, tips and background, design notes, which is again awesome. Non-player design and credits and card list. Non-player design. So hopefully there's some designer notes on just that, how they came up with making this a solo system. So the playbook, just as it says, there's examples of play and things like that in here. It is a matte paper, and those, in my experience, they don't hold up as nicely through time, repetitive use, as the more glossier rule books last, I guess you'd say. But whatever, I mean, this is fine. This is good enough, and there's great artwork in here. Text is a little small in this, so that's a little hard to read, but not too bad. And then here is the rule book. Again, it's the same paper, so we're going to get an introduction, a sequence of play, the rules, non-player factions. Let's take a look at that real quick. And I'm guessing if you play this solitaire that you're still going to have you are going to have non-player factions, but I'm thinking these are probably, beyond those represented by a player. So we will see. Looks like not a rules heavy game. Again, though, the text is pretty small here, and there's not a lot of graphics in there, so there's a lot of verbiage, so maybe it's a little more involved than I initially thought. So that's the rule book and the playbook. And just continuing along in order here. So this looks like this is nicely wrapped here in this cloth-like piece of paper. Let's see if we can just tear that right off. It was sealed for our protection, of course. And these are very nice, thick cards. One looks like there's more than 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe not. They're just really thick. And the reason they're really thick is because they open up into these full-size sheets. And they're really thick and really nice. So there's Viet Cong, Republic of Vietnam, the United States, and North Vietnam. I'm just taking a quick look here inside. So more of that stuff. And I don't know how these are going to be used. This, by the way, as it says, is the second edition of this. Yep, so these are the same. I'm assuming you would have one for each player in a 4-player game. Non-player US, and again, this is going to be repeated. And this is probably a non-player coup round procedures. Ooh, special events instructions. So special events, and there's a lot of those, 124. Here's the sequence of play card. Coup card, spaces, list, cities, force pool. And it looks like you get 2 of those sequence of play cards. Very nice components in this. And it said we get 1 full counter sheet, and these, there are no corner clipping needed here. These are all nicely pre-rounded corners. I like to see that. Whoops, and they're punching out very easy too. So let me show you these close up. And I will show you the back side of that. Nice counters, very thick, and they look like they're brown core stock. And the thicker ones are usually the brown core. And here's that mounted map. So I'll open that up in just a second. And there's all of our little blocks. So it looks like there's no stickering, which is good. There's the embossed. Let's grab one of these. I'll show you one of these embossed wooden blocks. And I see some little meeple looking figures in here as well. And this just tore in the wrong spot. Or I don't know if I did that or the bag did that. No, I didn't do that. The bag just tore in the wrong spot. So there's one of those little meeple looking things. So I guess you can have a meeple in a war game, and I'm not going to get into the debate of whether or not this is a war game. So there's one of those little embossed wooden blocks that they are talking about. So you get a ton of those things. So I don't know if I will sort those or not. Dice, yep, you get 3 of those. They are colored, and they are very nice dice indeed. I probably have thematic dice. So there's some zippies for maybe those blocks, maybe those cards. I don't know. So here's the cards. And then there's the cardboard box thing that ships in. That will get thrown away so that we can get all this stuff back into the box. I'm going to open up one of these card decks here to show you what the cards look like and what the quality of the cards are like. The shrink off of there, and these cards are very, very good quality. They have the papery feeling. They do have the glossy finish, but they are more paper. And again, I always talk about this when I do an unboxing about the really high quality cards, in my opinion, are the ones that they feel a little more plasticky. So this definitely is so easy to tell this is paper, but the really high quality ones feel almost like plastic. They're not plastic, of course, but they feel that way, and they have more of like a waxy finish. To me, that is the best card quality that I think a game can ship with. These are just below that. They're glossy, but they do have a paper feel, but they are very nice. They are thick, and they will sleeve nicely. So there's some thematic artwork on the card. You can see that. And they're all like that. So amphibious landings, ROKs, Great Society, election. And as you can see, great, great thematic artwork. So that adds to the game, the atmosphere of the game. So that makes it a lot more enjoyable to play. And I'm going to set the cards aside now. And we're going to dig into this map. So let me get this out of the Ziploc. All right, so the zip is off, and we're going to open up this map board and take a look at what that looks like. Looks like let's see, how is this going to lay out on the table? I may have to move my boxes here. So it looks like it would go north to south this way. If you're playing the game, you probably want to be seated here to get the best view of this map. So let's just start at the top and work our way down. A very nice looking map, and it's that matte canvasy feeling on the top there. I like that a lot. Not very glossy. So if I do a playthrough on this on the channel, I'll worry about reflections. And so there's this numerical thing that goes all the way around the map. I'm assuming it's victory points or some such. U.S. forces available, policies, cities, cards, casualties. It is all here. I'm going to just scroll this up so you can see the southern part of the map. Sequence of play down here. Nice looking game. I'm looking forward to giving this a try. I wanted to play this for a while, and now I finally get to. So that's it. We've hit the bottom, and that's Fire in the Lake. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Instead of stopping here, I'm going to go ahead and show you what is in the an enhanced solo system. So that's this thing. Let's take a look inside and we'll do a bonus unboxing with the Fire in the Lake to see what this adds to the game. And I will keep this plastic because I will put the solo bot system back in that bag. I think I will. Maybe this will fit in the box. Who knows? We do get some cards, and let me open these up. All right, so we do get some cards in this, and this looks like flowchart type stuff. They're printed front and back, so I'm going to flip those so you can see the back. I'm guessing we will use these to make decisions for the AI. So that's the cards, and then we get rules of play. And just taking a look to see if this completely replaces updated non-player system, replacing the system included in the base game. So this is a complete replacement of what we were given in the base game. So that is nice, a complete rewrite. So that means that improvements were made, and really looking forward now to trying this, especially in its solitaire mode. Although I would also like to play this multiplayer. Maybe I will take this to Buckeye Game Fest with me and sit down and play with some other people. It's not a huge rules of play thing here, so that's good. What is this? Reference book. Operations reference, special activities reference. Just what it says, a ton of references. Golden rules. And this kind of stuff, okay, this is, when you're playing solitaire, what this really is telling you, yeah, you've got this bot system, but use some common sense as well. If the bot tells you to do something that makes no sense, then use your best judgment. Don't just blindly follow the bot, and that's going to add to your enjoyment a lot more. So yeah, this is just reference stuff. It's the same paper that the rule book and the main game is printed with, so it is quality stuff. Non-player aid card. Just another player aid here for us to look at. It's the same as the ones that were included in the game again. It's the same quality. There's the events, and then these coup instructions again. And I got to tell you, the coup instructions, from just what I've glanced at in the main game and this thing, the coups are pretty involved, it looks like. So that is interesting indeed. So there you go. Now let's leave it at that. I don't think I have anything else. These are the only two things that I ordered during the holiday sale from GMT. So there's Fire in the Lake, rules of play. And there's Fire in the Lake. So, yep, looking forward to getting this one to the table. Like I said, I've always wanted to own it. This is the second coin game that I own now, and I don't think I've done a playthrough of Liberty or Death. Maybe I'll do that at some point as well. I'm not even sure if I did an unboxing of Liberty or Death. Maybe I did. I'll have to go back and check. All right, anyway, that is it. A look inside Fire in the Lake and the new and an improved solitaire bot system for it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.